Hey guys, this is the Shitsky back here with another video. This is gonna be the third time that I'm making this video because it's happened twice now, and I don't think I'm gonna make this again if it happens. But the freaking like editing thing keeps like shortening my videos down. Like it's like 11, 12 minutes and shortens down to 8, so my review gets cut down. It's really pissing me off, and I don't want to do this again. So this is the last time I'm doing my SmackDown review from like 4 days ago. Yeah, it's gonna seem old, but whatever. Yeah, so SmackDown, everyone knows this by now, but anyway, SmackDown starts out with the new, or the old Nexus or new Nexus, whichever you want to call it. They come out, it's Wade Barrett, Heath Slater, Justin Gabriel, and Ezekiel Jackson. They cut a promo and saying like they're all equals, there isn't gonna be one leader. So they're gonna be called the Core because it's like a core, one whole group, and every member kind of just like talks, introduces themselves. When Slater talked, I want to friggin' turn off the television. Like, he sounds like a hick. It's really annoying to listen to him talk. But yeah, anyway, that's the gist of it. They just kind of introduce themselves. Teddy Long comes out, says that they're not going to run SmackDown if they try to do what they did on Raw. He'll just kick them off the show. So he lays down the law early on. And yeah, he didn't back down. So it was a good start to Raw. I mean, sorry, to SmackDown. And Alberto Del Rio came at the end, said he was going to win the Rumble. Kind of pointless. But anyway. We get to the first match of the night. R-Truth and Alberto Del Rio for like the freaking 6th week in a row, and this is getting really old and really boring really quickly. Like, I understand what they're trying to do, get Alberto Del Rio like some more, like get him in the ring every week, but come on, can he face somebody else, please? Like, he faces R-Truth every single time. I mean, they have better competition. Well, I mean, R-Truth is good competition, but they can have him fight somebody else for a change. Maybe someone that's actually on SmackDown, maybe, you know? But, you know, just saying. So they fight again, and it's not doing anything for R-Truth either because he's lost like 6 weeks in a row now. He loses again to Del Rio because of Ricardo Rodriguez's distraction. So, I mean, okay. Actually, an okay match, but, I mean, I'm sick at the same ending. Then we get to, well, during that match, we cut to the back where Teddy Long is laid out cold. Like, he's straight done. And, like, the medics come in, they say, like, they later report that he suffered a major head injury, so they take him off to the hospital, and he's out for the rest of the night, like with a major injury. Everyone probably suspects it's the Core. We'll see what happens. So Vicky Guerrero's in charge. She puts the main event, Edge versus one member of the Core, as the main event for the evening. Yeah, so looking forward to that. I thought it'd be Wade Barrett. It turns out it wasn't. But then we get to Divas match. Layla and Beth Phoenix. Pretty good match, actually. For a Divas match, it was pretty solid. Layla had incredible core strength in this match. Like, she was holding herself up, like, just barely off the ground. It's like that much off the ground. And she was just, like, levitating, like, because Beth Phoenix was tossing her. Pretty crazy ab strength. Beth Phoenix used, like, really good strength in the match. She, like, picked Layla up off the ground a few times when she was like in a headlock. Crazy strength. Pretty solid Divas match, actually. Then we get to Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes. Rey Mysterio like dominated the whole match. Rhodes got in like little to no offense, but I mean, even if it's a squash match, it doesn't matter. It's not doing anything for Rhodes, but I mean, it's always exciting to see Rey Mysterio out there. Pretty good high flying match for Mysterio. It wasn't a boring match because it's Rey Mysterio out there. Finished it with a 619 and then that like suicide dive. Although like Mysterio's knee brace hit Rhodes in the face, and like he got a bloody nose, so they sent the medical staff out for a bloody nose. But yeah, Mysterio won that match. We come back from the break, and apparently Cody Rhodes' nose is broken. It's funny because like he's like, "Oh, don't hurt my face, don't hurt my face." And he's got like a broken nose. It's actually pretty funny, and like really having to adjust his nose and everything. So after that, we had a pretty solid segment where it was Jack Swagger versus Kofi Kingston in amateur wrestling challenge. Now this is Jack Swagger's bread and butter, and it was very entertaining. I really liked this because they were able to put Kingston and Swagger in a match without having them face each other in a singles match again. Like they had them in something that wasn't a wrestling match, but it was kind of like different. So they kept that feud going without having them face each other in back-to-back weeks, which I really like, kind of original. And so this isn't Kingston's forte, but it was good. So Swagger's like dominating Murray. He's all intense. He gets him on the ground a bunch of times. Can't get the pin. Kingston gets up. And then at the very end, like the last 10 seconds, Kingston gets him down, gets like 5 points at the very end. Swagger wins on points, 10-9. I mean, I don't really feel like explaining how an amateur wrestling match goes, but pretty much it's like you get points for like taking your opponent down and like keeping him on the ground. And if you pin him, like pin both shoulders on the mat for 3 seconds, you win. But I mean, you also get a point if you get off the ground. And yeah, Swagger won on points 10-9, and he's like gloating. And then Kingston comes in and hits him with the Trouble in Paradise, and then a crossbody off the top rope. So pretty solid there. It was actually pretty entertaining to watch. I really liked that segment. It was really good. And then we get to actually not too bad of a match for McIntyre. It was Trent Beretta and Drew McIntyre again. I thought this was going to be a pretty boring match, but it wasn't. I mean, Beretta got in some offense too. Like I'm actually looking forward to see what they do with Beretta, because he can hold his own in the ring. He could do well if they kind of develop this character a little bit. Like, at one point, McIntyre just kind of throws him up in the air, and Beretta comes down like does this drop kick, like suicide drop kick, nails like McIntyre like right in the chest here. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, then McIntyre was vintage in this match, just had no remorse, just throwing Beretta all over the ring, every which way, tossed him left, right, and center. Finish came and he did this crazy, like they're at the top rope, and McIntyre did a suplex, but it wasn't just like a crazy suplex where he falls. It was kind of like a angle slam kind of, where he just flipped and we went like halfway across the ring. It was crazy, and he got the pin. So good match there for McIntyre to develop him. And then he goes to shake Beretta's hand, kind of like to show Kelly that he's all sportsmanlike and he's not all crazy. And then Beretta slaps him in the face, and so McIntyre spazzes, and this whole thing, stupid thing with Kelly comes out again. She freaking yells at McIntyre again, protects Beretta, and I don't like the way that goes. I like the match itself. It was pretty good, but I didn't like that whole thing with Kelly. It should just eliminate that, because McIntyre shouldn't care. Like, his character, he shouldn't care. Like, I could do without that. But the match was okay. Then we get the segment where The Miz comes in and talks about how he dominated Randy Orton on Raw, where he like slammed it through the barricade and everything, and then he's like bragging and gloating. Edge comes out. He talks about how he shouldn't be happy that he beat a wounded man who had a match already against Dolph Ziggler. And he's like, Edge says that it's his show, not The Miz's, and that he should get on his ring before he gets hurt. So Edge gets in the ring. He's ready to fight, and Miz is like, yeah, not right now. And he leaves. But it was freaking hilarious at the end, because Alex Riley's defending his man, and he's like, oh, you want some of this? You want some of this? I'll beat your ass. He comes in, and Edge spears him. It was freaking hilarious. He's all like hyped. He's ready to go and slam, gets speared by the world champ. So that was pretty funny. And yeah, funny. That was pretty funny to watch. I love when Alex Riley gets nailed. And on a side note, why does Alex Riley still have that briefcase? Like, I know that, I mean, it might like be kind of talking about how The Miz won the Money in the Bank, but no other Money in the Bank holder held a briefcase after them, like after they'd won. It's just a metal briefcase, and it's pointless. Like, it's just kind of annoying. Like, why does he need it? He doesn't really. But anyway, then we get to the main event: Edge versus one member of the Core. Now, everyone thinks it's going to be Barrett, even I did, but no, it's Justin Gabriel. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm so excited, because finally I get to see Gabriel in action, and he's facing a top quality superstar in Edge. And it wasn't a squash match either. Like, it was a crazy good match. Like, Gabriel held his own. Like, Edge was using strength and finesse. He was going vintage. Like, he was doing all the vintage Edge moves. He was doing, like, everything he could. But Gabriel was going toe-to-toe with him. Like, he was going, like, shot for shot, crazy athleticism. He did this one point where Edge is at the top rope, and, like, Gabriel did this enziguri and just nailed him in the back of the head. And it was solid, like, really good back and forth match. It was really entertaining to watch. Gabriel held his own. He was really, really good in the ring. And I was happy that they were finally developing other members of these stables. Or at least they're developing other members of the Core. I was really happy with that, because we haven't seen Gabriel, or maybe they'll develop Slater more. And we haven't seen, like, I mean, I know Jackson will probably get more heat. But I haven't really seen any of those other members do much. But I was really happy with how they put with what they did with Gabriel in this match. And the ending I didn't mind either, because like they did it well, where Gabriel won, but it wasn't like clean, because the Core did their job backing up their guy. Like, Barrett comes in to try to distract Edge, he hits him down, up comes Slater off the apron, Edge spears him into the barricade, but then they give more heat to Jackson. He nails Edge with a vicious clothesline, and Gabriel gets the 3 count. So I mean, it wasn't a clean win, but it worked. Like, the whole scenario worked. It kept Core's heat up. Edge did a really good job in the match. It got him on the show, and he actually he did really well. And I mean, I don't have a problem with him losing this match because I have a feeling he's gonna win the title. I mean, he's gonna defend it at the Royal Rumble anyway, but like I don't think he's gonna lose. So I didn't have a problem with that. And I was really happy with the direction they went with Justin Gabriel there. And then at the end, Dolph Ziggler comes in, puts his foot on edge, and kind of just pretends he's like counting the three, maybe to signify what's going to happen at the Rumble. I don't think it will, but that's how the SmackDown ended. So overall, I was really happy with SmackDown this week. There's some good segments. Most of the matches were really good, and the main event was amazing. So I give it 2 thumbs up. I really liked SmackDown this week. Really good. Good show. So yeah, give me your thoughts on what you thought of this week's SmackDown. What you think of Justin Gabriel? What you think of like what happened maybe to Teddy Long? Although I'm pretty sure it was the core. And yeah, just give me your thoughts on the this week's SmackDown. And I'm out.